Downtime. The word became more foreign and harder to recall every day, like the perfect lyric just out of reach. If Nathan wasn't rehearsing with Seconds to Juliet, he was writing with the guys, sleeping, or dating. He didn't mean to complain. Not really. He loved singing and the band and the fans, but he didn't sign up for all of the extracurricular stuff no one had mentioned when he was a kid dancing on his porch. He kicked a pebble on the sidewalk and watched it fly down the street. If only it were that easy to get rid of the constant pressure. Meeting Beau's gaze, he said, "I feel like a walk tonight. Meet you back at the hotel?" Before Nathan could take a step, the bodyguard was in front of him wearing his serious duty face. "You know I can't let you do that, Nathan. There are people all over this street. You wouldn't last 30 seconds before being recognized." It was a nice try. One Nathan knew he wouldn't get away with, but on the off chance Beau took pity on him, he had to go for it. "I know, I just need to clear my head. How about a walk down by the river before we head back? It's been a rough night." "Right, real rough. It must have been terrible to sit across from a pretty girl all night at a fancy restaurant." Nathan shook his head. "You have no idea. Give him McDonald's and the Tudors any night over this crap." Beau sighed and eyed the trail ramp just to the left of the posh restaurant. A concrete walkway sloped down to a river overlook. It was deserted. There were streetlights. Nathan couldn't see any reason Beau would say no. Still, the bodyguard hesitated. Nathan's heart contracted. He never asked for much. He'd taken on his new bachelor status with as much enthusiasm as he could muster, but right now, he really wanted to be alone. "Please, I just need 5 minutes. I'll owe you one." Finally, Beau nodded, and Nathan clapped him on the shoulder. "Thank you." It was the most sincere thing he'd said all day. As Nathan made his way down the ramp, footsteps echoed behind him. He stopped and looked back, only to find Beau following at a respectable distance. Well, any other day Nathan would have thought it respectable, but apparently not today. With more assholishness than intended, he asked, "Can I be alone?" All bodyguard now, Beau nodded once. He took his warrior stance next to the ramp, legs spread shoulder-width apart and arms crossed. If Nathan didn't know better, he'd be scared of him. Screaming mobs of teenage girls weren't even the tiniest bit afraid, though. Nathan was convinced they weren't scared of anything. At least, anything that came between them and any of the 5 S2J guys. Finally, by himself, Nathan strolled down the ramp. Skyscraper lights, bright whites, greens, and yellows twinkled off the rippling water. Every now and then a blinking red light mirrored in the river. Nathan followed the city skyline up to the tallest building. An even taller antenna poked into the clouds, blinking the warning red every few seconds. Here by the water, he could pretend he wasn't the one LJ counted on to keep the band at the top of the charts and the focus of the public's attention. Sure, they were still selling out stadiums, but public interest had taken a nosedive. LJ's explanation? 4 out of the 5 of them now had girlfriends. Nathan was the only single guy left, which put all of the pressure on him. LJ's brand new scheme put Nathan front and center in the spotlight. The media played him up as Seconds to Juliet's newest and cutest eligible bachelor. All he had to do was act available, but not be available. He needed to be the dream for the hundreds of thousands of teen girls who wanted S2J. LJ had called it. He said the fans would be tripping over themselves to be the one to steal Nathan's heart. He was right. The craziness surrounding him only intensified every time there was a picture of him in some magazine holding open a door for his date, or handing some random girl flowers at one of their shows.